Hello, and welcome back to another enthralling episode of the Unplanned Journey podcast, Thriving Amidst the Unpredictable. In this chapter of our series, we venture even deeper into the realm of the unexpected, exploring untold stories of individuals whose lives have been profoundly shaped by unplanned paths and serendipitous encounters. Life surprises are boundless, and in this episode, we dive headfirst into the magic that unfolds when we embrace the unknown with open heart and open minds. From unforeseen challenges to delightful detours, our guest will share their experiences of navigating the unplanned, finding resilience, and discovering hidden treasures amidst the uncertainty. So get ready to be inspired and amazed by the unpredictable tales that highlight the beauty of life's most unexpected moments. Let's embark on this remarkable journey of the unplanned together. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the wonderful Esther. Esther helps frazzled and stressed corporate mothers juggle effectively all their tasks so that they have the time, focus, and energy for the things that truly matter. Welcome to the show, Esther, and can you please put more light to the amazing things that you have been doing?
Thanks a lot, Jeevantika. I am really happy to be here. Thank you for the invitation. I'm Eszter Zsiray. I'm Hungarian, but I live in Spain. And I'm also a working mother. I spent almost 20 years in different management roles in the IT corporate world. And I'm a coach since 2019. And I'm also a mom of a very energetic and sweet 3.5 years old boy. And yes, as you just said, I work with stressed out and overwhelmed mothers in the corporate IT, and I help them to juggle effectively their tasks and basically live a balanced and fulfilled life where they can have it all. And my clients are typically very, really amazing and talented women who just don't feel that they are in the driving seat of their lives, and because they have just so much task on their plates, and they have this overall feeling of that they are not good enough, and yeah, so I help them to find focus again at work and find the balance at home, with the kids, with husband, and to make sure that they have also time for themselves.
Yeah, and can you share story of a significant unplanned or detour that you had in your life that led you down to a completely unexpected path? I'm sure it must be related to this coaching of yours.
Exactly. Yes. So it's basically, so as I said, I spent a lot of time in the IT world, and it was a fantastic, or it is a fantastic experience. I learned a lot from it. It's part of who I am professionally. I have a lot of friendships there, but still, I always had this little feeling that something was missing, and then I was always searching for this extra thing that can make me fulfilled. And then basically two things happened. First of all, I found coaching somehow. I really can't remember how it happened, but I just signed up to a master's, and I started to study coaching, and it was really a life-changing experience. Let's take it like that. So I have the feeling that I learned so much during this course about how we humans operate, how we boycott ourselves, how we function. So it was an amazing learning experience. And then it just gave me a very clear direction that I need to go to coaching. And then besides that, I also became a mom in 2020, and that really gave it into a very specific direction that it's not just generally coaching, but I really wanted to work with other working mothers who experience how hard it is, because I think we don't talk enough about it,
Yeah,
but it's really a struggle to
challenge.
just
Yeah.
being a mother, and also to struggle. It's another level of struggle to align work and motherhood, and and it's just a very romantic Disney movie. It looks like a romantic Disney movie. Oh,
Yeah.
you're a mom, you're working, but it's definitely not like that. it's very far from it. Reality is hard. It's a 24/7 hour standby and
Yeah.
ton of tasks. And yeah, so first of all, I think it's very important to normalize this,
Yeah.
that it's not like as we imagined, and also to give tools and strategies how we can still
Yeah.
enjoy life and not just struggle.
Well, very well said. And I think we all start from some of our life experiences, don't we? The moment we experience something, we just realize that this needs to happen. So,
Yes.
you know what? Like, I am not a mother, so I can't say that I relate to a lot of things. I don't know it. And for people like me who are, not aware about what a mother goes through, I have seen a lot of my friends who have become mom newly, but they are struggling and they're working as well, like, full-time job, but
Mm.
having a small baby. And I've seen a lot of women struggling as well because of the baby. They have to leave their job and everything, which is really heartbreaking to see that what sacrifices a mother's being a mother, is related to. So, can you tell me, like, tell all of us, why is it so hard to be a working mother today, and what are the consequences?
So today, 75% of mothers choose to work for different reasons in the UK. But most of them are employees, and they also wanted to have children. So this is the life they always imagined and wanted. But as I said, it's very, very different from the imagine that we have in our heads. And so they typically work. After work, they spend somewhere between 1.5 to 3 hours a day with unpaid childcare and housework, which is twice as much as men. And besides that, most of them are also the default parents. So it means that they are the go-to person for the kids, school calls, typically mommy, and so on. So it's another level that comes on it, another layer as another weight. And besides that, we have motherhood penalty at work. So it's something that we cannot ignore. Typically, women with kids earn less, they have less opportunities for promotions or being
Hmm.
hired. And all these, plus the tons of household chores, it just results in that these working moms have
Yeah.
very, very challenging life, and on top of it, they have like average 32 minutes per day for themselves, which is
Wow.
like nothing.
Yeah.
And the consequences is I think we all can imagine that more and more working mothers have been diagnosed with anxiety, depression. Actually, it's 42%. So almost every
Wow.
second working mother has some mental issues. And according to another survey in the UK, 80% of working moms were found to be suffering from at least one stress-related health issue, like high blood pressure or heart disease. And for me, this means that working moms are in a very, very vulnerable situation. And
Yeah.
while both motherhood and work can be very fulfilling, aligning the two is very challenging. And we are maybe not having the tools and the techniques how to deal with this
Yeah.
today in this society.
Well, I think, as you said, lack of education as well, lack of awareness, the challenges that a mother is going through in her day-to-day life whilst having her professional career as well. So, what is this working mother's trap?
Yeah, so I like to call it like the working mother's trap, because usually my clients who I work with wanted to have what they have today. So they wanted to have the family, kids, they wanted to have the husband, the cozy home. So we all dream about this, right? When we are kids, and we also want to have a nice career, a professional life. And
Yeah.
here you go, you have it, but you can't enjoy it because you are stressed out, you are overwhelmed, so you feel like you are trapped. You are constantly blaming yourself that, okay, others can nail it and
Yeah.
enjoy it, but then what's wrong with me? Why I can't enjoy it? what's the problem with me, and why I'm not good enough anywhere in life, why I struggle at work and at home. And this is just this general feeling of not being good enough, even though you have whatever
Yeah.
you dreamed about as a little girl. So that's the motherhood, working mother's trap for me, basically.
Well, it's indeed a trap, I must say, all the things that you are saying, because I think we all have, the dream and it's kind of something in us that we want it. We all deserve it, it doesn't matter if you're a mom or, somebody else, but
Oh
you
yeah.
deserve all this luxury, you deserve all this freedom. So how does this trap impact a mother's life?
So obviously it changes everything when you become a mother and you start to work. So that's the next level. And I would highlight here four main areas which is really impacted. So first of all, the time. That's the number one struggle of any working moms, not just in the IT or in the corporate world, but it's just the lack of time. And we know that it's a lot of things to do, but the biggest problem is that they don't have time usually for their own well-being. So
Yeah.
they will be busy and overwhelmed just like everyone else. But what they won't prioritize typically is to recharge their own batteries, right? So the me time, and we all need some me time. For some, it's sleeping or exercising or meditating or going out with friends, you name it. We are all different, but we need
Yeah.
some like uh, really some space where you can just fill up the
Absolutely.
tank
Yeah.
and again feel like yourself to
Yeah.
be able to take care of others. So that's fine. Then the second one is work. So the second struggle is aligning work and motherhood, because it's very difficult. Um, Actually, they want to work. So typically, these moms really feel that they want to have a nice professional career. They want
Yeah.
to feel fulfilled. They want to be successful at work and contribute financially at home, and also bring really added value at their corporate job. But then it's very difficult because with kids there are always unforeseen events, so they can
Yeah.
be sick anytime, and you can be called from school anytime, and then there you are. So what do you do? Do you stay on the meeting, or do you tell to your boss to, okay, can I leave because I need to pick up my son? And so it's always very difficult decisions on a daily basis that you need to do as a mom to make sure that you can align work and motherhood. And the second area is the relationships. So we all know that relationships just change with kids. So you won't have as many time and attention to each other with your partner. And also, typically, mothers are the one who will become the default parent, which is, as I mentioned, is the go-to person,
Yeah.
basically, and the home project manager who will be responsible
Yeah.
for everything, plus the household chores. And it's just impacting a lot of relationship, especially that women tend to do more household work, and then
Yeah.
this silent resentment starts, that we start to be pissed off that why my partner is not helping as I would
Yeah.
like him to help out. And it's a very difficult and complex situation, but still there will be some anger and resentment in the
Absolutely.
in the
Yeah.
relationship, which is quite hard. And then the fourth area is health. So
Yeah.
if you don't have the time to exercise, to eat healthy, meditate daily, which are all things that I would say that every working mom would love to have some space to do this stuff.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
it's not wanting. You want to do this, but you will have just so many things to do that your own well-being is the last thing that you think about.
Yeah.
And in the end, they have a very low energy level. They are always frustrated and snappy and pissed off, and it's just very hard. They cannot be as patient with the kids and be present and focus at work, and it starts to have some first signs on the health. So very often there are some first warning signs from the body coming, like
Yeah.
diabetes, high blood pressure, and stuff like that, because it's just a very quick and unhealthy lifestyle at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and you know what, as an individual and not a mother, I can relate to this, but I can say definitely like being a mother, it's so much needed at the moment, like to relax, mental peace, health wise. And, being a mother comes anyway with a lot of challenges, priorities changes, responsibility changes. So, what can mothers with a professional career do to change this?
So there are, of course, a lot of things that we can do. So typically, one day either you have enough, or you just get a sign from your body, as I mentioned, and then first of all, I think you need to be very honest with yourself. So, is this
Yeah.
the life that I wanted? Um, if the answer is no, then you need to get conscious about what stinks in your life, right? And what needs to be changed, and what causes constant frustration and stress. And when you have these answers, then typically for working moms, of course, all of them are different with a different life structure, but there are some common themes that can be changed. So first of all, create more time for self-care and for activities that help them to fill up the tank regularly. Then the second one is prioritizing your needs and learning to deal with unrealistic expectations and guilt, because that's another big problem, that there are so many high expectations for mothers. Actually, we are expected to work as if we had no family life, and we are also expected to be the super moms who do everything perfectly, as if we have no professional career. So it's very hard to meet these sometimes internal and sometimes external expectations. And then the third would be really setting healthy boundaries. So saying no more often, and make those difficult conversations with husband, with manager, with the kids. Because as they say, if you have easy conversations, you have a difficult life. But with difficult conversations, you will have the easy life. So I think those are the main focus areas. But I just want to add that it's very easy to list this.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very difficult to do it in practice. So
Easier said than done.
it's exactly, and it's always good to try to look at it from some perspective, get some help if needed, or have lot of conversations with your environment. How can you all as a unit change this, basically.
And sometimes this works for some people, but it might not work for somebody else. There needs to be an alternative. So do you have like what could be a scenario where there's a different outcome to this, or what could be an alternative for working moms? Any advice for them?
So yeah, the alternative is basically a life where you are control of all these things, right? So we all have options. We all can make decisions and choose from different things, and it can include prioritizing our own well-beings. So there is a way that, yes, you can wake up energized, you can be excited about what the day will bring. At work, you can feel like a superstar, full of motivation, and with the feeling that, yes, you are recognized, you are valued, and you can be confident. And this can also help you to boost your confidence, and make sure that you can have these conversations with your manager, because you know that you're important for the company. So you can find a way how to align things so that it works for you as well, and not just for the company. So you can create this great structure for yourself and your family, where everything is done. It's just that you can have it all, but you can't do everything on your own. Basically, that would be the key here, I think. Yeah.
You must ask if you need the help.
Exactly.
Ask
Exactly.
Always.
And
So,
you need help. Yes.
absolutely, you do. I mean, there are a few things you can't do alone. I mean, there are many things you just can't do it alone, and you need help.
Yeah.
So for this is the last question from my side, Esther. So for those listeners who may currently find themselves on an unplanned journey, do you have any advice for the mothers as well, expecting mothers, or planning to be a mother in future. So do you have any advice for them how to embrace this, or how to embrace the unknown and make the most out of the situation?
Yeah, so I really love this question because I don't think anything can be as unknown as motherhood. Even though you plan, it will be totally different.
It is unknown. Yeah,
Yeah, so
absolutely.
it will be something something else for sure. So my biggest recommendation would be to work on your own resilience, because you will need it. So
Yeah.
it's an extremely hard job, 24/7. Don't misunderstand me. It has its beautiful moments, and it can be really fulfilling, but it's full of challenges. And to be able to deal with these challenges and be present, and not just cover everything, but to enjoy your life, I really think that the key is to work on your resilience. And for me, that means to have time for yourself. So have self-care in place, regular activities to release the tension and fill up your life with joy. So not just be in the hamster wheel and run and run and run, but stop for a moment and see how can you enjoy it and what can you change to have more joy in your life. That's why we are here, right?
Yeah.
We are not here to work super hard 24 hours a day and just suffer and struggle.
Yeah. Life is short. Happiness is the key.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, as we come to the end of this extraordinary episode on the unplanned journey of a mother in tech, we are left in awe of the incredible strength and determination that you have shown, Esther. So, thank you so much for enlightening us with the amazing insights about a mother in tech. Throughout this episode, we have witnessed how, as a mother, you can navigate the tech industry, a realm that often presents unexpected challenges, all while embracing the joys and responsibilities of motherhood. Esther's journey and initiative is a source of inspiration for all aspiring mothers pursuing their dreams, reminding us that with passion, perseverance, and a supportive community, we can overcome any obstacle. So, we hope this episode has shed light on the unique journey that many mothers in tech embark upon. It's a journey filled with triumphs and tribulations, but it showcases the undeniable strength and innovation that mothers bring to the tech world. So, as we conclude, we extend our heartfelt appreciation to our guest Esther for sharing her personal journey and invaluable insights with us. Her authenticity and wisdom have undoubtedly touched the hearts of our listeners. To all the mothers in tech and every woman navigating the unplanned journey of life, may you find encouragement in this episode and be empowered to chase your dreams freely. So, remember, the unplanned journey may be challenging, but it is often where we discover our true potential and create our most profound impact. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening episode. We look forward to bringing you more inspiring stories and empowering conversations on the Unplanned Journey podcast. Stay tuned for our upcoming episodes that will continue to celebrate the incredible journeys of individuals who embrace the unplanned with courage and grace. Until then, may you find strength and joy in every step of your own unique journey. If you enjoyed today's episode and want to stay connected with us, we invite you to hit that subscribe button or follow our podcast channel. We value your support and appreciate you being a part of our podcast community. Together, we can continue to explore fascinating topics, share empowering stories, number of challenges we face, and ignite a spark of inspiration in each other's lives. So, thank you again for tuning in. We look forward to having you with us in the next episode of The Unplanned Journey. Thank you so much, Esther.
Thank you so much for having me. It was my pleasure.